Hey, what's up? Otaku Mike here. Let's talk about Peacemaker Presents Vigilante and Eagly double feature issue number one. So we literally get two stories for the price of one. Our first story is about Vigilante. He is taking on these two rival gangs. We're at a meeting. I don't remember what the meeting was for, but they have a meeting, a discussion of sorts. Vigilante kills everybody indiscriminately and kind of goes about his day. And eventually he gets a phone call from Peacemaker saying, hey, I've been kidnapped by this supervillain called the Controller. And Vigilante's like, hey, nobody messes with my best buddy Peacemaker. I'm going to go kill the Controller and rescue Peacemaker. And then our second story starts out with Peacemaker and Eagly fighting some Nazi lizards. Eagly ends up going a little too hard and not listening to Peacemaker and taking out all these Nazi lizards. Something obviously is going on with Eagly. Back at their house, they are watching some TV. Peacemaker sees that Eagly is kind of down. Eagly starts surfing on the internet, and he's like, and he wants to go to Alaska. So Peacemaker and Eagly take a trip to Alaska because they are the best bros of all time. And while on the plane ride to Alaska, Peacemaker ends up getting kidnapped. You see where I'm going with this? All right, so let's take a look at the internal artwork for this issue. Just saying, here is your creative team. You have two different writers, and James Gunn did do the story consulting on this. Two different writers and two different artists, because it's a double feature. It's not all the same, apparently. But I just have to say, like, the artwork for these are actually really good. The first one very much does take a really heavy inspiration from the TV show and does actually really capture the likeness of Vigilante and Peacemaker and stuff like that, which is very well done. I love the layouts they have of the artwork and stuff. Like, this is the one part that I really do like in this is the artwork itself. The artwork is really, really solid in this first issue. Very almost Uncanny Valley-esque, like how well the artist captures the likenesses of the actual people involved in this, with like Vigilante and stuff, being him based on like the actor himself. And John Cena, like, they capture him pretty well, I feel like. And yeah, the artwork in this first issue is amazing. And then we get this funny little thing of like how to be a superhero, which is pretty funny. And we get to the second issue, or the second part of the story, which is the Eagly story, which this is more cartoony-esque. It very much reminds me of that Peacemaker Black Label book that came out like a year or two ago. But I did actually enjoy this particular art as well, even though it is very drastic from the first issue, or from the first story. But I do feel like it does fit this as well. Like, the color just pops and pops off the page, and like it's so violent and so dynamic and stuff. Like, I really do like this. And this was where the comic does shine. It was in the artwork. Even though the two are so drastic, I feel like they do actually work well together for this particular double feature, if I do say so myself. I just have to say this first issue was a really big mixed bag for me. As somebody who really likes Peacemaker, the TV show, I was really looking forward to this, and I was fairly disappointed in this. I didn't really care for the first story in this double feature. I thought it was just okay, kind of generic, and I didn't feel like the humor really landed in the first part of the story. Where I felt like this was a lot of fun was in the second part of it, with Eagly and Peacemaker, fighting the Nazi lizards and then going off on a bromance date type of thing. Like, that was funny, and the humor in that landed pretty well in that second part. I'm really curious to see, or probably eventually know, if these two stories will intersect and become one story. That's where I was really confused in this particular issue, because the art styles are so drastic between each story in this. I was like, hey, like, this is kind of confusing, and it doesn't meld well together. Storyline, in my opinion, like it doesn't flow really, in all honesty. But yeah, I was very much disappointed in this. I don't know if I'm going to be picking up issue 2. That's how much I was kind of disappointed in this. But let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear what you think of Peacemaker presents Vigilante and Eagly double feature. Did you enjoy it more than I did? I would love to hear your thoughts. I'm Otaku Mike, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.